Good morning, Lafayette. I'm your meteorologist, Brian Burden, with your forecast for this beautiful Thursday, April 23rd of the glorious year 2026. Is it 2026? I know if you're younger, you don't think much of that, but I'm like, 2026? Seems like I was just born in like 1965. So it's back a little bit anyway on the front there with us. It's great to be able to hear and talk to you guys today. And the reason I said here is because I wanted to make sure I'm getting out there and I have my phone on to make sure I can do that. No dropping it today. If you were watching yesterday, I'm not going to do that today. But we do have a pretty good forecast in store for you today. We have some good news on the Cubs front too. Also, maybe we'll get to that by the end of the period. But a lot of good things happening in Lafayette over the last few days, and today again another warm day in store, far above normal for this time of the year. And temperatures are just going to stay warm, it looks like, for a while. Now, we're going to be closer to normal here after this week, but we're still going to be in a good spot, I think, for temperatures. And I think most of you are going to enjoy the forecast, even if it does have a little bit of rain in it for your Friday, it looks like. Mainly Friday's the rain day, all right? All right, so let's get to some of the information right now. Let's go switching over to my full screen, if I can get everything to happen. Oh, got one of those buzz warning buttons. Watch out. Hopefully we're still getting out. It looks like we are. All right. So when we swap over and we take a look at what's going on, I lost everything, didn't I? Wow, what happened? Lost my screens. Let's go away real quick. Come back. See if that helps. That does not help. What happened to my main full screen? Timer PMP, they all say the same thing. Something happened. All right, something got shut off in the middle of that. And I'm not showing you screens right now. You're just seeing a picture, an old picture of stuff with me in the background, and that was not happening just 5 minutes ago. All right, let me see if I can tackle this real quick. It's got to be the image or something in here, right? Video capture, that's me. Media, display. Bottom display is right there. Why is it like that? First off, it should be like this, right? There's the display, but oh, you know what? It's displaying over on this screen over here. Aha! How do I get it back over there? That's the cute one, right? How do you do those things? You guys didn't know you were going to have to sit here and work with me on this stuff, didn't you? Save source, scale, blending. How did I move that over there? Well, I don't want to take the chart and make it really small over here, but I might have to at this point. Let's see here. Can we just move it that way? Will that work? No. But I can see. Very frustrating right there. This may not work out too well today at this point. Let's put that like that. Now let's try to do something really fun, right? The big screen. I filled it up over here. Oh, the Munions got into it. Not the Minions, the Munions. Let's see if we can drag the whole thing over there. Can we do that? This might be fun because I might be having to look at an entire different screen in really small mode over here just so I can see what's going on. All right, and it only goes so far because the screen is a half screen. But I can at least see what's going on here, and maybe you can too. Now, what I can't see is here. I'm going to put that over there. All right, so most of the day today, I'm going to look over to the right, which for you is your left, but to me is to the right. And we're going to talk whether they're on this one little screen over here. That is very disturbing, all right? But we're going to do it real quick here, and then I'm just going to call it a day is what we're going to do because of that, because I can't figure this out on why it switched sides. I have dual screens, right? So And I put OBS, the computer that actually works on it, over to the right on just a screen that stands up and down. And so now you're only seeing half of that screen. You're seeing it, but it goes off the screen to nothing over there. Can't drag over here and do anything. I'm at my max up and down. Actually, I can bring it down like this so you can see it a little bit more. See if we can see some of the things in here. Like there's 65 today. All right, this is going to be fun. Fun. Did you guys ever believe that you would see a day where the weatherman is talking to you while he's trying to fix his stuff on the screen? I bet you didn't. I bet you didn't, because I didn't either. I didn't see it happening. All right, 65 right now. Sunny skies. 82 for the high. We'll try to see what we could see on the screen the best we can. 70 for a high tomorrow. I'll kind of move these along here if it will let me. It won't even allow me to move them on the screens. That's pretty bad. Let's take this one and move it just a little bit to the left. There we go. All right, so 70 tomorrow, Saturday 70 degrees. What can we see from some of this right here? Well, we saw a beautiful day yesterday. It got up to 79, right around 80 degrees. A couple spotty showers into the evening last night, and maybe late in the day. And you could kind of see some of the buildups. I thought I heard a pop of thunder last night, but it was just, very fleeting. It wasn't anything really major on that front. And then today we're going to get right back up into the 80s. We'll get into that and why we're going to do that again today. And tomorrow 70. Remember, the highs this time of the year still are only in the mid to upper 60s. So we're far above normal on our temperatures over the next couple of days. But tomorrow is the rainy day, and let's get into some of that. I've got some pictures here. How's this going to go? Let's see how this goes, guys. Look at that. And I'm only working on like half of my screen over here too. Here's the Fowler shot. I like this Fowler shot. You guys know. Count today, 0 again. No cars at all on this one. Lots of sunshine out there in Fowler though. Woohoo! Zooming in so I can see where I'm going. Let's go way up by Rensselaer. Let's see what's happening up there. Remember, they've got a couple things going on up there. It looks nice and sunny as you look a little bit towards the south, just a little bit on this picture. Let's see if they got the other. Oh, there's a nice picture at 231. Very clear. This is that nice camera that we saw last week, and I really like this one. Very good, very clear, high def. A little bit of cirrus. See, I can pick up the cirrus a little easier. Just little contrails up there, really more than anything else up at flight level. So you're now talking 30 grand for most of these planes nowadays. Remington looks beautiful. Doesn't look like anybody got any real heavy rains or anything last night, at least along the I-65 corridor. We come down all the way down to the 231 junction. There it is again still. State Road 18 looks nice and high and dry. Everybody looks good. Looking towards the south. Then we get to 43, and there's not much traffic on 43 at all. I'm going to zoom across. You guys can see it. There it goes. And that is about it. Looking pretty good. There's a few trucks off in the distance. That's about it. Generally speaking, though, pretty nice. Then we kind of get into looking back towards 43 from State Road 25. And there's I-65 and 26. Looking really nice. Blue skies. Just a nice morning. That's what we're talking about, aren't we? All right. So everybody's high and dry this morning. Everybody looks good, but we have a satellite picture that's not a bad-looking picture at all. Look at this. The eastern half of the United States is high and dry and looks really, really good right now. We have our developing system out to the west, pretty big one here at points, right? We've some kind of developing low is in the Montana area. Maybe something's going to pop off of the system right in here and take over, and then that's going to bring us some of our weather for tomorrow. Otherwise, it's just high and dry right there, right? Not much to worry about. At least on that front. We're seeing not much for clouds at all. Let's zoom in and see how close I can get here and get us a decent little picture. Not too bad here this morning. You can see we're starting to warm up already. See how the temperatures, boom, change, and we start to get darker there, showing the warmer air starting to pick up on this actual screen. Is there some rain out there? Sure is. Out there in southern Minnesota, it looks like, but it's all involved with that system still far away from us at this point, and we'll be worried about that system in a few tomorrow, basically, is when it'll be coming in overnight tonight into tomorrow. You put the visual on there, you start to pick up a few clouds really late there, and that's about it for the front on that one right now. So That's what you see there. Let's go straight into the model then, because I am on a limited basis today, right? I'm not able to look at much because of my screen size. And another thing I just got to fix, guys. You know how it is. So if you're tuning in, it won't be a long one today. All right, let's go out to the HER, right? What is the HER saying about our forecast right now? And let me pull some of this over here. Come on, move screen. There we go. Got to the 06 Zulu. There we go. It switches over. Winter. There's the rain out to our west, right? We can see it on the picture. Lafayette is right here, just to give you a good idea. Let's watch what happens overnight. Boom, boom. Here we are through the day today. When you take a look at it, right around tomorrow morning at 6 or 7 o'clock. Look at this. First showers start to approach us. 7 o'clock, they're on top of us. It goes through the morning. It looks like the main band goes through by about 10, and then it just leaves a lot of scattered rain behind it until mid-afternoon, and then we still get a couple showers pop up after the system goes by. Into the evening tomorrow night and then through tomorrow morning. All right, so let's zoom in on that a little closer because we don't have many options this morning, do we? All right, so this one's got to have to be drug over there. There we go. All right, hopefully you can see most of that. Let's make that a little bit bigger, bring it a little bit farther to the left. We're working it out, guys. It may not be a long forecast today, but you're going to see a little bit. You're going to see a little bit of magic. How do I say magic? Magic from the forecaster trying to show you what's going on when he's got limitations. All right, so here we go. Go back. The system's out to the west now this morning, right? Here we are now. And now we're watching it develop through the day, and we'll see some scattered showers over the Mississippi overnight. Here we are at 8 o'clock tonight, and there's a little band of showers in Illinois, but nothing really to worry us about. Isolated chance at best. Here we are now at 3 in the morning, and we start to see a first line of showers. Just a little line of showers out in front of the system. The main band is still back here along the Mississippi River. And then it crosses the state line, that little band of showers, kind of stays there in that general area for a little bit, tries to come in on us about, this is 10Z, which is 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we get our first approach of the clouds, maybe 5 o'clock. First rains cross the state line, 6 o'clock coming in. By 7, it's right on top of us. There you go. You get your first showers, maybe a clap or two of thunder, looks like. Goes through pretty quickly there this morning. Tomorrow morning, right? The line does. There we are by 9 o'clock. Most of it is cleared Lafayette, which is right here, and the band of thunderstorms is out here. And as it continues off towards the east, it just starts to leave these little scattered showers behind it. Look at that, behind this system. And then we think, oh, it's not too bad about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and here's a few more scattered showers or thunderstorms. And remember, there is no way we're going to pinpoint exactly where these are going to pop up back here. We're trying to think that there's a low somewhere in this area, the model is, and then it's going to do that. And then we're going to continue on and maybe get just a little line of something by into the evening hours, which is left over from that system as it moves off. And then it's going to change our temperatures, right? So that's the HER at that time frame. I'm going to scoot over so I can move things around again. See how easy this will be to do. It's not going to be easy to do, that's for sure. All right, I think that's the surface. There's temperatures. Well, you got to know your charts. It sure helps, doesn't it? All right, there we go. So here's our temperatures. In the early morning hours, where are we now? There we are. Supposed to be about 65, and that was about right, isn't it? That's where we are at. Look at where we're moving up to. It definitely puts us in the 80s today. You can kind of see where the pocket is this direction with a little cooler out towards the west because now our winds are now south to north. The last couple systems we've been west to east, right? And so then the pocket of 80s was being dragged in from Missouri. So tomorrow and today, actually, it'll be dragged up from Illinois back down into Tennessee, Kentucky, that kind of thing is where they'll be dragging it in from. So that's where you'll see that, all right? And then as we go a little farther into it, overnight it stays pretty warm. As the system approaches tomorrow morning, we're still like 60 degrees. You can see the temperatures changing as the system's approaching, but we're hanging in at 60. Then we dropped it into the 50s when it's raining. and we rebound tomorrow back up to somewhere around 72, it looks like, in the afternoon, and all dependent on how much rainfall we get from the system as it tries to move through tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow's the main day for the rain during the day, and the main crux of it, the main thrust of it, is going to be in the morning hours is when you're going to see that. All right, so that's where you've got that, at least on that front right now. So that's where the rain is. That's where your temperatures are. Let's go a little farther out real quick. Let's hit the GFS. Keep the GFS close in here. We'll go long range out, see what we see here. We see some 70s right there for Saturday. Sunday, we're right around 70 again, give or take a degree. By Monday, I think we have another approaching system. And you kind of see that coming in right here. You see the nose of maybe the warm front coming into us, bringing us some more rain on Monday. Temperatures stay now. Now our temperatures are near normal, at least for highs. Our lows are still above normal most days. Most days. Here's a couple days where we get right there into the lower 40s, which is about normal too. And a lot of our highs are just in the mid to upper 60s. So the long-range forecast looks more of the same, at least on that front from what we could see. What's the Storm Prediction Center say for us for today? Well, it says we're just in a chance for some thunderstorms. Obviously, right where the system is building up out to the west is where you're going to see a lot of the big boys. All right, and then tomorrow, look at this. It just hopscotches over us. Well, why does it do that? Of course, our thunderstorms are coming through in the morning hours. It will be much more stable in the atmosphere when it comes through tomorrow morning, so it won't. But as the day progresses on, those thunderstorms moving east, it gets more unstable, and the folks, especially in Ohio, it looks like, maybe west of Indy over into Ohio, that's east of Indy, over into Ohio, will be getting and seeing more of a chance for a thunderstorm that has some severe capabilities in it. And then the third day, we're clear out. Look at that. Looking really good. Woo, Saturday. Yawning. I don't have a big screen on here today. The whole thing, man, this thing is kind of falling apart on me, isn't it? That's so to speak. Hopefully you guys are hanging with me at least for a little while. I'm going to show a couple more things, and then we're going to get out of here is what we're going to do. I am sorry for the short day today. Why I cannot figure out how to get it on the fly here is what's up, okay? But we'll take care of it, and I'll make sure it's ready to go by tomorrow. Hopefully I remember to take care of it because I didn't do that last time. All right, so that's it for today. Let me go back to the current weather real quick here. See if we can get to that. All right, there we go. Back to the current temperature, and what are you seeing? Like, I'm trying to drag it to where I know you can see it. There it is. 67 degrees, sunny skies. As soon as I did that, it put some stuff on there. Sunny skies. All kinds of things on here. What is going on here? All right, there we go. Maps, coverages, all kinds of things popping up. One of them days. You cannot believe this, right? Wow. I don't want anything on there. So, all right, we'll put the 67 sunny, high of 82 today. Definitely, I think we're getting into the low 80s today. Tomorrow, 71 might be a good day for the temperature in the afternoon. That'd be a good rebound. Saturday, I wouldn't be surprised we see 74, 75, but we're going to go with 72, a chilly morning, 47 degrees. So if you got stuff going on in the morning, be ready and prepared for that for your Saturday morning. Tomorrow's the big rain day. Enjoy today the best you can. Isolated chance for a shower late tonight or later tonight, and then everything pops in and comes in on us tomorrow morning, which is a good time frame for us to not get the severe weather that is usually in store for us, right? It's usually in there. So, and then hopefully by tomorrow I will have taken care of it, and we will go the full hour tomorrow. Today, only 20 minutes, only because I couldn't figure out what was wrong with the charts and the OBS system. All right? All right, guys, that's it for now. I will see you tomorrow.